We're in Chinatown today, like I said in the past. Going 3rd Ave Southeast over to Harry Hayes, First Street kind of corner. I'm gonna come back around Dragon City Mall before catching a train elsewhere. Yeah, let's get it on. Chinatown, Calgary. And I jaywalk like a motherfucker. What I like about this town is it's very... Chinatowns are always pretty. You know, they got a lot of unique art and designs, lanterns. They had an old school bus shelter at the Dragon City Mall, which is kind of specific to the area. Unfortunately, it's been ravaged over the years. Not many people took good care of it. But they modernized it. And I think they should restore it. I've eaten here, it's pretty good food. I've eaten in a lot of these places, pretty good food. It's very unique range of culture. There's some other parts of Chinatown on the other side. The Center Street goes on the over, different apartment buildings, little mini malls. It's kind of neat. I don't know if this place is open, but we'll take a peekaboo. Currently 20 to 9. Yeah, I think it's closed at the moment. Oh no, it's open. It's kind of neat. Well, I've been in here a while, so actually we'll take a peek and then we'll go. Maybe it's the bank foyer that's open. Cool. I like this. Yeah, it's still pretty closed. It's a nice center though. I like about Chinatown lately, I've been camping out in the Vancouver area, and they have obviously a larger, older zone of Chinatowns. Ooh, I like structures. That's cool. In Vancouver, you see a lot of this, these lines and stuff. The Indo-Asian line. Just trying to get the structure of the statues in. It's kind of cool. I like the design. It's really neat. In Vancouver, you can walk around certain neighborhoods and you'll see statues right on the front door. It's really nice. I like the front yard. It's really neat. Very old school designs and whatnot. It's really cool when you see like lions and stuff. It's cool. The statues. I've eaten this place too. This place is really good. This place is delicious actually. There's I think City Plaza, I think it's called, on the other side of Center Street. They have this little place here is really cool. It's like a little shopping mini mall place. Obviously got a little grocery store inside it. Yeah, we got some restaurants in there. But anyways, the City Plaza, I think it's called. It's on the other side of Center Street. It's that corner I came from. They used to have a really good restaurant there called Hans Restaurant. This restaurant was called Hans. It was very delicious. Absolutely delicious food. And you're always paying a bit much for good food, as opposed to some cheap fast food joint. But here, there used to be a dumpling shop here. But it's a Korean shop now, looks like. I have not eaten there. Oh, there it is. Chunmei Dim Sum. There's usually a lineup outside that door. Let's go take a look. It's pretty early in the morning today, but on a business day, oh yeah, this place is off the hook. Yeah, this pretty good lineups usually out the door, like I said. It's cool. Honestly, dumplings are delicious and dangerous at the same time. You know, dim sum is no different. It goes down good every time. I don't think I've ever had a bad experience. Yeah, this place here is really awesome. It's in Calgary, Chinatown, on the, I guess, east side of Center Street and First Street Southeast. I used to work in that tower, the big kind of yellowish gray one. Yeah. Oh, I've eaten here too. I think I've eaten here twice. Yes, I worked in that building. I was just saying I was in that city building. Might go hike around the other side, but we're not going to go too far. Gotta get some stuff I gotta take care of today. Po City. Kando Music Society. Cool. I don't know what that is, Kando, but I'll look it up later. Kind of curious. For the record, I love martial arts. Chinese martial arts are always good. Martial arts in general are just great. As an adult, I've been dabbled in Wing Chun here and there. Back in the Golden Fruit a little bit, even less than that. This area is pretty cool, and it shows you, this map here shows you the kind of general zone of Chinatown. But even up the bridge, if you go far enough, there's other Asian goodies. This circle here, I guess, is their idea of what Chinatown is. But honestly, it's a little bit bigger than that. From what I understand, I might be wrong in the history of it. Oh, more statues. Is that it moved around a few times over the course of the history of Calgary. I guess the original zone got caught up on fire or something. I like these gazebo things. It's kind of cool. Yeah, from what I understand, I could be wrong. I do remember watching something about that. The history of it. It's very cool. I like that. I like the history of cities. The good, the bad, the ugly. Street food. Oh, let me take a gander at the sign. Again, this is in Chinatown, Calgary. We're on the riverfront, I guess, technically in the corner point here. Front. Riverfront, southeast. Yes. And then this side street. This one, I don't know what the hell we're doing. But I came over here because of the lion statues. They're really cool. I like the statues. Again, I've seen these all over the place in Vancouver. Certain houses will have them in front. I don't know if it's a symbology thing or if it's really just because they like lions, and lions have been in Asia for a very long time. I think India is one of the few places left for the Euro-Asian lion. It's probably a symbology thing for power and strength, whatever family is their pattern. Maybe it looks an ugly face. It's kind of cool. I like this place. I'm trying very hard not to capture random people and be respectful to the privacy. Here he's building, like I said. Gonna work my way back to the Dragon City Mall and then get to the train. And from there, I'm gonna go uptown and do my thing to a different part of town. But I gotta get my butt going. Figured while I'm here, I shoot some extra footage for the Chinatown segment that I never got to because I've been so busy. Like, oh my god, it's not busy. I'm not that important. Anybody who is Chinese or from Calgary, Chinatown associations, or Vancouver, Chinatown, if you guys know any of the symbologies and like lines and stuff, feel free to put in the comments. We're interested in knowing. Thank you for sharing your culture, of course. If you do share. This is more of a quick, extra footage. I love e-bikes, man. They kind of grown on me. Over a period of time, I wasn't as big of a fan. When they first came out, I was really unsure about the e-boards and e-bikes. I don't really care what you do with yourself, that's fine. But it's starting to wear on me a bit, I'm not a big fan of fat tires at all. Not even close. So I'm gonna take a look at some monument stuff. Just because Calgary building here has some cool maps and unique structures to look at, I guess. I will tag Calgary tourism and Chinatown, all this stuff in my videos. Just because it's like I want to share interesting stuff. In my opinion, it's interesting anyways. Just a button. I don't know when they switched from dividing up the Nunavut and Northwest Territories. I think it was like 2005 or something like that. That's just completely unnecessary. If somebody broke windows on there to be angry. Now, if it was some kind of workplace accident, maybe it's one window, but when you see 3 or 4 in a row, pretty good bet that somebody been fucking around. Pardon my language. It's like government building, that's our building. There you go. Really cool old school map, because it doesn't even show it's done 1984, but I don't know if you can see make sure I don't step on human poop. 1984 is the design. So yeah, I didn't have Nunavut mixed in yet. United States, of course. Crazy Uncle Trump. Let's get the plaque. Alright. And then we'll go get this other cool thing, and then from there once I cross the street, that'll be end of Chinatown segment part 2. The other one wasn't as well shot, I have to admit. I was kind of intimidated to film, so I could whip my camera around trying to avoid people. This one's not as bad. If someone doesn't like it, then I can just delete it, do it over, or maybe you get all bitchy and whiny. It's kind of cool. I used to work in this building. I used to do security, and at one point I'd been doing it for so long, not in here, not with the company that was part of the contract, but personally, I've kind of been doing security. That's pretty much all I've been doing since 2004 to 2017. Is probably the only real stable job line I've ever done. And to be honest with you, I kind of wanted to go try to do other things. This corner is kind of dangerous because you get car bone. That light section up ahead in here, there's a lot of T-bones and shit happening almost all the time. This is part of the highway here. The motor drive runoff. Major hurries for the traffic. I remember one night I was off shift, and it was like 8 p.m. or so. By the time I got out of the building, signed out. And I'd been off shift, for about half hour. I was walking out. By the time I got my gear off and kind of sat there for a bit, decompressing sort of thing. Emotionally, I just kind of take a deep breath. Come out here and a full-on fucking T-bone. Poor individual. I don't know of a status, it's been such a long time, if they've made it or not, but I don't want to assume the worst outcome of a person. They probably didn't make it, but it was pretty horrific. A person who T-boned the person, the original, the person who caused it, the person who T-boned this truck, they look fine. They're just upside down all over the place. But the person who got T-boned in this giant light shade, light pole systems, yeah, they didn't look like they made it. Fire bell, 1886 to 1974. It's cool. This is kind of the current home of Fire Hall 1. Yeah. The original Fire Hall, I believe, is this building up here. It's the one with a little dome. It's cool. This is 5th Avenue Southeast, the runoff artery. They take you up in the northeast into Deerfoot and things like that. Blackfoot, I think eventually connects to Blackfoot. It's like more south. Well, the Center Street, which is right up here where that bus is, it connects, is like the divider of the city of Calgary. And so we're on the northeast side. I stay up over the yellow meridian of that street side there, and I'm on the northwest side. Northwest, southwest, all that stuff. The big fancy bow tower. Bow Valley College. Hey, statues here are cool. Whenever I see these statues of these giant goons, they're not exactly the biggest giant statues, but whenever I see them, I always think of James and the Giant Peach Tree. And I think there was a book, and I forget the name of it, but it was like, this giant was a giant by human standards, but in a world of giants, he was like the smallest, and he was constantly getting bullied. So the statues here are really cool. I like how they're designed. They have different reasons why they're here, but it reminds me of some childhood books that I remember. There's a Fire Hall, original Fire Hall 1. Yeah. One of these buildings, I think it's this one here, the Travelers Building. It wasn't like a hotel or anything. I don't think it was an actual hotel, but it was like more of a hostel type. Like when you travel, yeah. Hotels are hotels, right? But the Traveler Building is more like a hostel, like back in like Midwest time period. So I'm gonna end up my footage at the train station. So it's kind of a bit of a weird circle. Fire Hall 1, I think there's a engraved plaque on the side. Yeah, this is Fire Hall 1, the whole entirety of it. The newer modern ones back where I showed you when I first showed you. Yeah, I like catching the brickstones and plaques. It's hard to see because of lighting. That's 1911 City of Calgary. That's cool. Right here, that's the light, that's the train. I'm pulling around too much right here. Okay, let's go. This one here, I think, is a public building, public housing building, unhoused. This one here is a government building, extra government business building. There's a few in the area that are extra government buildings, City of Calgary type stuff. I'm not entirely sure what's in here exactly, but there's a plus 15 walkway. Like I said before, the plus 15s are like a sidewalk system. So when it gets really cold out, negative 30s, negative 40s, even negative 15, you know, they can get to you. The old churches and stuff. But it's like a indoor bridge system walkway that allows people to stay warm and stuff. And inside the building, where they're connected, usually is like a food court and other shopping experiences. When I first came to Calgary back in 2013, I kept seeing on the Google Maps like different sections of the city downtown and all these little restaurants and stuff. When I got down here, I'm like, on the street level going, where the fuck are they? Sure enough, they're inside these. The plus 15 is identical because it's approximately 15 feet from the ground. Yep, gotta go. Get the wee woo wee woos. See the wee woo wee woos. Alright, I'm gonna turn off a different street. Center Street platform. I'm heading to Franklin. Cheers. Thanks for watching.